followers, his companions, because they thought that Jesus is crucified, and crucifixion was considered to be one of the most heinous and the worst ways of dying, cursed way of dying. He cannot be the Messiah. The Messiah will come and take us to glory. Okay? This guy came, he claimed to be the Messiah, and he was crucified, he died. He cannot be the Messiah. How is he the Messiah? He failed. He didn't do nothing. He came and just died. So this is what the Jewish claim was. But the other Christians who were Jews, they believed in him, and they lasted as late as the 3rd century. And then people like Paul of Samosata and Arius, they were followers of these people. They actually believed in what the early Jewish Christians were believing in, that Jesus Christ was a prophet of God, a man, not God in flesh, and they were law-abiding Jews. They observed the Mosaic law. And some people, even Eusebius in the 4th century writes about them, they were known as Ebionites. Ebionites, E-B-I-O-N-I-T-E-S. Ebionites were a group of Jews who believed that Paul was an apostate, a murtad. That's what Eusebius writes. That Paul, they believe, these Christians are living in the 2nd century CE, a century after Jesus Christ disappeared. They live in the 2nd century. They believe that Paul was a murtad, an apostate, a disbeliever, because he broke away from the law and made a new religion up. As far as Jesus is concerned, he was a man, he was a prophet of God, and they believed in him. They were Jews. They were Jewish Christians. And this tradition continued until the 4th century, when Theodosius the First came to power. And in the year 381, Theodosius issued laws known as the Theodosian Code, and one of the laws stated that anyone who disagrees with the Catholic Church, the one which believes that the God consists of one being and 3 persons, anyone who disagrees with this church, even in a minor issue, will be deemed a heretic and will be treated as such and persecuted. Theodosian Code. So now this became the state law in the year 380, and the entire Roman Empire was forced into Trinitarianism. The entire Roman Empire. You could not hold any other books except those which were accepted by or forwarded by the church. You could not have your own Christian documents, and you could not believe in Unitarianism. Rather, you must now believe in Trinitarianism if you want to live. And if you refuse to believe in Trinitarianism, you will be killed by the Roman Empire. That's why majority of the Christians in the 5th and 6th century, the Christian world changed, and most of the people became Trinitarians because they were forced into it. And Jerome, writing in the 4th century, 350s, states that I am shocked. Jerome, one of the church fathers, the one who translated the Vulgate Bible, the source of the English Bible as it stands today, Jerome wrote in the 4th century that I am shocked to find the whole world to be Arians. So the majority of the Christians as late as the 4th century were Unitarian Christians. They were not Trinitarians. In other words, they did not believe that Jesus Christ was God. This is what the historical reality of Isa alayhi salam is. And even a Christian author named as Friend, his name is F-R-E-N-D. Friend is not the friend, but Friend, F-R-E-N-D. Funny name. But he stated in his book, Early Church History, that James, the successor of Isa alayhi salam, Jesus Christ, established a caliphate-style government in Jerusalem. Now imagine that. A Christian author telling you that James, who did not believe in what Paul believed in, established a caliphate-style government in Jerusalem based upon something like Islamic law. And he was duly killed. So this was the historical reality of Isa alayhi salam is, and I think I've spoken for more than I was supposed to be speaking for. I will welcome all the questions. Please, if you want to criticize me, if you want to question me, if you want to clarify certain things, if you want to make statements, go ahead and have an interaction, inshallah. Thank you very much for listening to me. Wa akhiru da'wana alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin wa assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.